For years now, Tottenham Hotspur FC have been regarded as being part of the top six in the Premier League. But have they really shown that they deserve to be a part of the top six in recent years? How does one explain that one of the top teams in the Premier League has failed to celebrate a title win in 16 years? The last time Spurs fans were able to celebrate silverware was the 2008 League Cup. Although in recent years the team has come agonisingly close to winning trophies, they just don't seem to be able to get it done. They made it to the League Cup finals in 2015 and 2021, and they also finished runners-up in the Premier League in the 2016-17 season. To crown this, they also got to the Champions League final under Mauricio Pochettino in the 2019-20 season, but still no trophy since 2008. One thing's for sure, Spurs need to start winning trophies in order to remain among the top six teams in the Premier League. But how can they do this? Well, Ange Postecoglou, Tottenham's manager, told reporters last season how a team wins trophies, and we agree with him. He said, "At a club like this, I don't think winning one trophy should be the holy grail. It should be creating a team and a club that is competing for trophies every year." As stated by their manager, Tottenham are in the process of building a formidable team that can compete for any trophy, and the first step to doing this was getting a trusted manager. Big Ange was appointed as manager of Tottenham ahead of the 23-24 season, after two outstanding seasons with Celtic, where he won 5 major trophies, including a back-to-back Scottish Championship title and a League Cup. Ange is the first Australian manager to take charge of any Premier League club. He is also a very experienced manager and has been coaching for more than 27 years. He previously managed teams like the Japanese Yokohama F. Marinos, Celtic, and the Australian national men's team winning the 2015 Asian Cup. Since joining Spurs, Ange has made Tottenham matches exciting to watch. This is exactly one of the reasons why he was appointed. Daniel Levy referenced his fast, attacking style of play in the first sentence of his statement announcing the 58-year-old's appointment. Ange's style of play is said to be similar to that of Guardiola, and this has led to some claims that he's copying the Spaniard. In fact, he joked about this when he was last asked about his utilisation of inverted fullbacks. "There's no secret. I'm just copying Pep, mate," he said. In fact, Ange doesn't really play like Pep. His playing style is unique. It's neither as fluid as Pep's, nor as rigid as Ten Hag. His playing style encourages players to exploit space without hesitation. He gives them the freedom they need to take risks, maintaining structure while allowing for spontaneity. If there's space there, forget that you're a fullback, you're a footballer. Get in that space. It's up to us to ensure we're covering the gaps that are left, he said. His players like his philosophy. He's a calm person who gives us a lot of confidence and trusts us. The way of playing he's implemented is incredible. We've shown that throughout the season, Rodrigo Bentancur told Sky Sports. Ange knows he was signed by Tottenham to win trophies, and so far, although he has not won any, he has shown that he is fit for the task. In his first season with Spurs last season, the Australian actually made history after winning the Barclays Premier League Manager of the Month award 3 times consecutively. "Winning is what drives me," he said. "I start every year hoping there is a picture by the end of it of me with a team lifting a trophy." Ange was unable to win a trophy for Spurs last season, but his impact was felt. In 38 Premier League matches, Tottenham scored 74 goals and conceded 61. They won 20 matches, drew 6 and lost 12, finishing just 2 points behind the top 4. Spurs had a great start to the season last time out, but they just couldn't carry that through, something that, for example, City are so good at. Now, although this is not what the fans want, this is a good first step. Ange couldn't have done this without the help of the players. And although they lost Harry Kane, arguably the best striker in the world, when he left in 2023, surprisingly, the loss didn't have that much of an effect on their season. This was thanks to great displays from lots of other players. For example, Vicario, the Spurs goalkeeper, was brilliant last season. At the beginning of the 23-24 season, Tottenham signed Guglielmo Vicario as the replacement for their legendary goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. When he was signed, many felt he wasn't quite ready of fitting into those heavy shoes left behind by the legendary French goalkeeper Lloris. But after an outstanding 23-24 season, football fans have realised he is that guy. In 38 matches last season, he won 94% of total duels, having 0 errors leading to goals. He also kept 7 clean sheets. What stands out in his game is the way he plays. He's not just a shot stopper, he also joins in playing the game, a perfect keeper for Ange's style of play. And what is a team with a good goalkeeper without an equally good defence? And the London team has a good defensive line. Their best defender is arguably Christian Romero. Romero has proven himself not just in the Premier League, but also at the biggest stage in football, the World Cup. Speaking about Romero, Messi said, "I think he is the best defender in the world right now. He plays very well, and in my opinion, he was the man of the match. Having him behind me is the best thing that can happen to me. He always forces me to go forward because he always wants to play one-on-one against his opponent." Now, not just Romero. To make up the back four, other Spurs defenders like Mickey van der Ven, Pedro Porro and Destiny Udogie all had their moments of class last year. Pedro Porro was quality in the 23-24 season. In 35 matches, he had 10 goal contributions, 7 assists and 3 goals. Udogie was also a great surprise to the world as he was relatively unknown when he joined, and he achieved 5 goal contributions in 28 starts. Not bad, but I'm sure much more to come from the Italian this season. Tottenham's midfield is where they're underrated. Yves Bissouma was brilliant to watch with his back to his own goal. The way he drops the shoulder and feints his way out of opposition press is class. And his partner in crime is either Pap Sarr or Rodrigo Bentancur. These 3 midfielders are great players and, if they stay fit for the whole season, could prove to be the secret behind any success that Spurs have. Going further up the pitch, Spurs are really blessed with talent. Although Lo Celso and James Maddison were in and out of injuries in the 23-24 season, their great displays were evident. Maddison, for instance, scored 4 goals and provided 9 assists in 28 matches. James Maddison is actually currently going under the radar slightly due to the injuries he sustained, but with him in the 10, he runs the games and adds that quality that you need to win those tight games. Dejan Kulusevski was an outstanding performer. He was excellent for Spurs and showed moments of real quality on that right wing. He can also play more central for when Maddison's injured, for example, with Brennan Johnson and Richarlison filling in on the right. And Brennan Johnson was good last year too, with 15 goal contributions in 26 starts. Other players like Bentancur were also very, very good. Timo Werner joined Spurs in January and also added his flair to the London club's wings and has signed on for another year with the club. Now then, 2 of the main men for Spurs. Without doubt, Heung-min Son was the standout player for Spurs last season. The captain stepped into the shoes of Harry Kane perfectly and made sure the team didn't miss the presence of the great striker too much. In 35 matches, Son scored 17 goals and provided 10 assists. He had the most goal contributions of any Tottenham player. And not just goals. Son's impact was felt in all aspects of Tottenham's play last season, not to mention his exceptional leadership displays. For him, when he's available, he wants to play to the highest possible level, and he keeps doing it. Look, he's been a brilliant footballer for this club for a long time, and hopefully for many years to come, Ange said while talking about Son. Richarlison also proved a few people wrong last season. After an unsuccessful first season at Tottenham, many fans had lost interest and patience with the player. But he has won back the hearts of the fans with some good performances in the 23-24 season. In 28 Premier League matches, the Brazilian scored 11 goals and provided 4 assists. Not bad for a flop. Tottenham has an incredible attacking lineup. It should be illegal for a team to have Son, Richarlison, Maddison, Johnson, Kulusevski and now Wilson Odobert from Burnley for €37 million. Tottenham's wingers are full of quality for sure. Burnley fans are upset that this player's leaving, and that always says a lot. Spurs' attackers are players that are very fast, capable of breaking defensive lines and causing problems for opponents. They have all pitched in with goals and assists, but something Spurs have maybe missed is someone who can guarantee them 15, 20 goals a season, maybe, with the exception of Son. But now to think that they have added Dominic Solanke to the mix to help Sonny out with the expectation of goals. Solanke was one of the best strikers in the Premier League last season. In 38 matches, the Englishman scored 19 goals and provided 3 assists. He was the 5th highest goalscorer in the league. Tottenham have secured the transfer of the Bournemouth man for £65 million and will have his services until 2030. He'll be a great addition to the London team's front line and will be able to take the responsibility of goals on his shoulders. With Solanke in and now with Wilson Odobert joining the ranks, Spurs' squad depth is getting much better and it looks like Ange is slowly but surely building his own super squad. Seems the London side is a bit scary and they could surprise a few people this season as they aim to give some merit to their top 6 club status. Ange has built a good team at Spurs, with a good goalkeeper, class defenders, reliable midfielders and quality attackers and wingers. The team definitely has what it takes to win a trophy. So will the 24-25 season be the season where Tottenham finally win a trophy since 2008? Let us know what you think in the comments below.